Archmage or not. A moth priest? What in Oblivion do you need a moth priest for? Fine, fine. No need to get your britches in a twist. The obvious answer is to go to the Imperial City. The moth priests make their home in the White Gold Tower. Sometimes they go out looking for Elder Scrolls. Lucky for you, there's a moth priest in Skyrim right now, doing just that. He stopped in to do some research in the library, then left for Dragonbridge. If you hurry, you might catch him there.
You hear the news? Ah, so that was a moth priest then. He rode through town not long ago with an escort of soldiers. They didn't stop, just to the south across the Dragon Bridge.
What now?
So bright out here. I don't know how you stand.
Are you a soldier? One day, I'm going to be a soldier.
What? The cats! Wood Nakas! Wood Nakas! Yes,
I yield! You arrived just in time. I think those vampires... Not as much... It's what we do. These I'm afraid there's not much more to... It is a... We read sometimes. That is the very purpose that first... It is the great... The lower... The tower... I hope one day to see it... These vampires... You do? All right then. Enough mysteries. You have an If... I will be happy to... Very well. I'll hurry on my way there before more of those vampires turn up. Thank the divines for you.
What? What? Jackass!
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
What?
I'm impressed, you. For the reading? Yeah. Just let the old man know when you're ready.
What can I do for you? Ah, my rescuer. It's good to see you again. It's not exactly the hospitality I'm used to, but your man Isran has seen to my needs well enough. And might I add, this is a remarkable fortress. I have colleagues back home that would love to study this place in detail. Oh, most certainly. Let's find out what secrets the scroll can tell. Now, if everyone will please be quiet, I must concentrate. I see a vision before me, an image of a great bow. I know this weapon. It is Oriel's bow. Now a voice whispers, saying, "Among the night's children, a dread lord will rise. In an age of strife, when dragons return to the realm of men, darkness will mingle with light, and the night and the day will be as one." The voice fades and the words begin to shimmer and distort. But wait, there is more here. The secret of the bow's power is written elsewhere. I think there is more to the prophecy, recorded in other scrolls. Yes, I see them now. One contains the ancient secrets of the dragons, and the other speaks of the potency of ancient blood. My vision darkens, and I see no more. To know the complete prophecy, we must have the other two scrolls. I must rest now. The reading has made me weary.
Come on, old man. You should get some rest.
Do you have a moment to talk? That moth priest, Dexian. He said we needed 2 other Elder Scrolls. I think I know where we can start looking. Half the people in your little crew would just as soon kill me as talk to me. That doesn't exactly make me want to open up. I got a warmer welcome from my father, and that's saying something. It's not a question, and from what I could tell, I don't even think he sees me as his daughter anymore. We need to She'll definitely know where it is. The last time I saw her, she said that she'd go somewhere safe. Somewhere that my father would never search. Other than that, but the way she said it, someplace he would never search. It was cryptic, yet she called attention to it. Maybe. What I can't figure out is why she said it that way. Besides, I can't imagine a single place my father would avoid looking. And he's had all this time, too. Any ideas? They'd be even less welcoming to her than they've been to me. It would have been a bloodbath. And since the Dawn Guard are still around, that must not have happened. Any other ideas? I don't think so. She said she wanted to stay awake in case the situation was resolved. It had to be one of us, and, well, she's so much more powerful than I am. It just made sense for her to be out here. Anything else? Wait, that almost makes sense. There's a courtyard in the castle. I used to help her tend a garden there. All of the ingredients for our potions came from there. She used to say that my father couldn't stand the place. Too peaceful. Oh, absolutely. But my mother's not a coward. That is, I don't think we'll actually trip over her there, but it's worth a look. True. But I know a way we can get to the courtyard without arousing suspicion. There's an unused inlet on the northern side of the island that was used by the previous owners to bring supplies into the castle. An old escape tunnel from the castle exits there. I think that's our way in. It's around the side of the castle. Let's move.
What? Lakas!
Be careful.
There are few places where one can consume my type of work. That incident in
Yes? What did you need?
Arkman, all this finally came to your senses, huh? Realized what you gave up. Can't say I'm surprised. Tell you what, I'll sell it back to you for 4,000 coins. Oh, very well. I don't know how you expect me to keep this place in order when I can't make a profit.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Who's there? Yes? What did you need?
What? Nakas!
Yes? What did you need? Before my father became obsessed with a prophecy, my mother and I spent quite a bit of time together. She was very fond of her alchemical garden in the castle courtyard. She taught me quite a bit about cultivating quality regions. Like the best of friends, I would never hesitate to share anything with her. It was very sudden. It was almost like one day we were a normal family, and then the next, I'd try to visit my mother in the garden, and she had to be up to something in that garden. I'm hoping it's a clue. There's not a whole lot. You've already seen my father's obsession. What about you? What were your parents like? You're a good son. Right behind you.
What? Nakast! What? Nakast!
I like to explore. My parents almost never let me off the island, so yeah, I poked around down here a lot. It was a little quieter back then. Guess a little vampire girl. But I think I turned out okay. Well, growing up the way I did, you get used a little bit. But what about you? Yeah. Is it just you, or do you have people in your life? Does it bother you that I'm here? Me too. Anyway, this is all very touching, but don't we have some more important things to worry about right now? Where'd you come from? The old water system. Who's there? I'll teach you. Who's there? You knew I... Yes? What did you need? I can't wait to see the courtyard again. Take a left up here. Who's there? I'll teach you. Yes? What did you need? I can't wait to see the courtyard again. Yes? What did you need? Yes? What did you need? Who's there? Yes? What did you need? This leads out to the courtyard. Just head to the door. You've made it to the courtyard. Oh no. What happened to this place? Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks, well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot here. This was my mother's garden. Do you know how beautiful something can be when it's tended by a master for hundreds of years? She would have hated to see it like this. Wait. Some of the crests are missing and the dial is askew. Yes? What did you need? The moon dial definitely wasn't like this the last time I saw it. I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial. There's something strange with the moon dial. you, there's something strange with the moon dial. Very clever, Mother. Very clever. I've never been in those tunnels before, but I'd bet they'd run right under the courtyard and into the tower ruins. We're getting close. I'd always just assumed that the other tower was completely destroyed inside. My mother kept this a secret, even from me. She must have been up to something, if I had to guess. Knowing him, anything... It appears that way. Perhaps if he had spent more time with us, he would have recognized the beauty for himself. We're getting close, I'm sure. I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around. Turns out my mother was sneakier than I thought. I wonder what she's hiding. We're getting close, I'm sure of it. Where'd you... Done and done. I heard something. We're getting close, I'm sure of it. Who's there? That'll teach you. We're getting close. I'm sure of it. We're getting close. I'm sure of it. I knew I... Think... Done and done. We're getting close. I'm sure of it. Where'd you come from? That'll teach you. Who's there? Done and done. Who's there? I knew I heard something. there. We're getting close. I'm sure of it. We're getting close. I'm sure of it. Where'd you go? reached the top yet. I bet there's some kind of secret passage around here. We're getting close. I'm sure of it. We're getting close. I'm sure of it. Leave it to my mother. Always smarter than I gave her credit for. Not that I ever saw. My mother had a bit of a thing for magical constructs. Not what you're thinking. She just found them fascinating. Turns out my mother was sneakier than I thought. I wonder what she's hiding. Look at this place. This has to be it. She was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this. Look at all this. She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone. My mother was meticulous about her research. I had no idea. She had an alchemy set up in her drawing room. Looking at the equipment and materials, it looks like she was trying to advance her necromancy. I don't know. Certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire. I remember she used to keep a small journal. See if you can dig it up. Keep searching for her notes. She probably had a journal or something. Any luck yet? You did? Let me see them. I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems, that the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn. The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself. That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn. A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Oh, damn it. We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place. Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started. Oh, good. Well then, let's head over to the portal vessel and I'll do the rest. Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready. Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not... Of course. What is it? I've been asking myself... She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of... Possibly. I guess even a vampire mud. She worried about me. About all of us. But she wanted to get me... Yeah. Are we ready then? Alright. Here goes. The soul cairn is a tiny sliver of oblivion, but it's ruled by unseen beings known as the... Honestly, I don't know. Necromancy... Nobody really... As far as I've heard... You give the Ideal Masters souls... Because most of the stories end with the Ideal Masters duping the Necromancers, who end up dead or wishing they were dead. Are you alright? That looked painful. Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The soul cairn is... well, hungry, for lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment. There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem. Not your first choice, I'd guess? Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours. My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the Ideal Masters. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the soul cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. I'm sorry. Just know that I know that better than anybody. Have you made up your mind? Are you sure? You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the soul cairn. I know this is difficult for you. I'd never do anything that could hurt you. Thank you. Let's not waste any more time then. I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still. Let's go. My mother must be waiting on the other side of that thing. Let's go. My mother must be waiting on the other side of that thing. Let's keep moving. I feel like we're... No. But there's... She wanted to get it as far away from my father. Then we find out where she hid it. Probably. Or maybe her plan was to come back. Just what my mother... When something is trapped in a soul gem... Well, I think it's specifically the black ones. I don't... Look at this place. The The only things that can survive here are the ideal... I don't think anyone's ever met the ideal masters. They could be underground, flying above us. Lots of theories. Some say they feed on them like I feed on blood. Others think they use them as pain. Whatever they're doing with them, they've been Look around you. They're even a necromancer, a seasoned... Exactly. But bringing something from the... that's you. But to finalize the deal, you have to travel here yourself. And most of them never come back.
What a horrible place.
No one ever escapes. There is no escape. Why would you even try?
You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this. Arvak, please, he's such a loyal creature. Arvak! Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come
What? Nakas! What? Nakas!
Mother? Mother!
Maker. It can't be. Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to stop him. To make everything right.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you.
So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down. Coming from one who murders vampires as a trade, I find it hard to believe your intentions are noble. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you. You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself. When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Auriel and his arcane weapon, Auriel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon. Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor. It was expected of her. Being selected as an offering to Molig Bal is an honor. She wouldn't have... Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible. If Harkon obtained Auriel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires. And how exactly do you plan on stopping him? If you believe that, then you're a big... You care nothing for Serana, or whether or not you've become one of us in order to survive the Soul Cairn. You're still a vampire hunter. You're here because we're abominations in your mind. Evil creatures that need... Serana? This stranger aligns himself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to him.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him, before he goes too far. And to do that, you need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me, but for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can. Yes, I've kept it... Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins. You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down. One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the cairn. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat. As you've been traveling in the Soul Cairn, your body has become, let's just say, a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its place, a bit of the soul. You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer. When I entered the Soul Cairn, I request, if I had foreseen the value, fortunately, I was able. Unfortunately, since the keepers weren't able to, time has. I suppose you could call this the ultimate waiting game. I know they're mystic entities. Well, some I believe there's more. I think perhaps they were once corporeal conduits. It's the reason for the soul the ability. However, the majority are what he fails to if eternal night, the order of the day would be. I do. It's how the vampire has survived for millennia, and the only way we can continue to survive in the future.
Let's kill those keeper things. Relieved, I think. All those things had been building for a while. You have no idea how long I wanted to say that to her. Look, I loved my father, but when he found that prophecy, that became his life. Everything else, even me and my mother, we just became close. I was close with my mother, but she just kept feeding me her opinions of him, and eventually I started believing them. The moment we gave ourselves to Moloch Ball, things got really icy between them. They were both drunk with power, and pulling in different directions. And then he found that prophecy, and that was it. I was. Honestly, it took me up until now to figure out that my mother was really just as bad as he was. He was obsessed with power. She was obsessed with seeing him. Maybe I could have seen this coming. We could all be better off now. You don't know what it's like. Everything Anyway, we should keep moving. I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone.
What? Nakast! Leave me be.
Emptiness consumes me.
I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone. Who's there? rebirth things and get back to the prison.
What? Nakas! What? Nakas! What? Nakas! What? Nakas!
You managed to destroy all 3 keepers? Very impressive. Yes. Please follow me. Keep watch for Durnevere. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate. Forgive my astonishment, but I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon. Volumes written on Durnevere allege that he can't be slain by normal means. Unless the soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnevere's physical form while he reconstitutes himself. Minutes, hours, years. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll and you can be on your way. What did you want?
I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone. I can't believe we found my mother alive. You know what I mean. I can't believe... That's it. That's the last scroll. Come on, let's take it to Dexion. I can't believe we found my mother.
Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way. If there's anything I can do before you depart, you must let me know. So my daughter applied some of the lessons I taught her. Don't worry. I think I can... Her soul essence was trapped. You simply need to retrieve... There's an offering altar, not... Is there anything else? I have no choice. As I told... If I return to Tamriel, that increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing as much as it... Remember that and promise me you'll keep my daughter safe. She's the only thing of value. Did you have anything to ask before you depart? Even if I could, it would only serve to hinder me. Harkon would likely sense my Like Serana, I am a daughter of Cold Harbor. My presence in Tamriel, the only way You must understand. For all of this to end, he must die.
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin. Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death. I believe in civility among seasoned warriors, and I find your ear worthy of my words. My claws have rended the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled on the field of battle. I therefore honor name you Quinarin, or Vanquisher in your tongue. Your words do me great honor. My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Quinarin. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you. For countless years I've roamed the Soul Cairn in unintended service to the Ideal Masters. Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel. I desire to return there. I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. I share a bond with this dreaded. If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, I will place my name with you and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel. Do me this simple honor, and I don't require an answer, Quinarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right. In my language, even you may not be Dova. The Dova roamed I began to explore in return. They had control, free the soul. I only hope that you will allow me the precious moments of time there, through your call.
Who's there?
I need to ask... Good. Glad we straightened that out. Wood! Nakas!
What now? I can't say. I just didn't know when. You always say what you I don't like him any more than you do. But I'm getting there. Come on. We can talk about this another time. Yes?